Welcome back, guys, to the Alpha Formula Racing. I'm in a great mood as always, and today we are featuring a Z28 Camaro. Yeah, it's a catfish. I know, guys. So, are you not liking my narrating?
Shut up.
My merch is cooler than your merch.
I'm gonna snap your neck. What is up, YouTube? How is everybody out there doing today? I hope you guys are having a fabulous freaking day.
Race car.
We're here with Zach. Zach just got off of school, and I figured I'd tell a little quick story to Zach about this Camaro. Well, not really this Camaro, just Camaros in general and 4th gen F bodies.
Story time.
Story time. So basically, real quick here, I want to tell you guys a little bit about how I started out working on cars and how I've moved from working on Camaros, well, 4th gens, to working on brand new ZL1s,
Eclipses,
brand new, shut up, brand new Corvettes, building some of the fastest C7s around, some of the very fastest ZL1s around, highest horsepower ones around that no one else has ever done, and stuff like that. So years ago, when Zach was a little baby, when he was not 6 feet tall, like this, he was like this. I used to do side work out of my house. I had a 2-car garage at the time. It was a house that I rented years ago. I used to do side work out of it. And what I started out doing, because obviously I had a Trans Am myself, or a Formula, I started out doing header and cam jobs on Z28s and SS's and Trans Ams and stuff like that. I never thought that I would get to the point that I was working on C7 Corvettes and ZL1 Camaros. I never ever thought I was going to get to that point. And this is one of my, customers' cars here, and it just it amazes me to see a catfish, an old, I forget what years this is. What year is this car?
5 or something?
98. To see a 90, this is really a 98. No, it's a 99. Has the center profile covers. To see an old catfish like this, a 99 catfish basically, and remember that this is where I came from. This is how I made side money, and now it's how I make my living. And it just kind of took me back last night. I was actually in here last night working on this car, but it just kind of took me back because while I was in here listening, I had my music blaring. I had my JBL charged for it. It was blaring music last night.
Why don't you just plug your JBL like that? The JBL Charge 4, guys, holds battery life for 6 hours. It was doing a great job.
Shut up. I'm trying to tell a story.
Plugged for them so hard.
So, I was just in here and I was in my zone. I was working. I was pulling shit apart off on this thing. And I was like, damn. I was like, man, this is like the old days. Like, just jamming out and having a good time. Like, at 1 o'clock in the morning, because I would put him to bed at like 8 or 9 o'clock at night when he was younger. And the next thing I would do is just go right out in the garage, and I would work till 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And it kind of humbled me a little bit because I was like, damn, like I came from a little 2-car garage to this, working on all kinds of really awesome cars and making really awesome horsepower with these higher horsepower ZL1s and C7 Corvettes, C6s, C5s, F bodies, etc. And it took me back, and I was like, this is freaking awesome. And I wanted to let Zach know that. I wanted to let him know, like, I came from nothing to something. And I have such a great following on YouTube. I love you. All you, get away from me, I'll elbow in your face. We almost got into a fight, guys. Comment below if you'd like to see us fight.
I will do it. No, we'll do like a little boxing video.
But the fact of the matter is, you look back years and years and years of everything that you've done in your life. And then you get to a certain point, and you're like, I came from this to this. And, you know, with YouTube especially, I never thought I was going to be YouTube famous, quote unquote. I never thought so many people would know.
God, I'm so famous.
This kid. Anyways, I'll wrap this up real quick because I know you guys want to see the work being done.
They just want to see me.
But I never thought it would get to that point, and here we are. And obviously, it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So I just wanted to tell that little story. Started out small, now we're big, and we got this goofball in the videos here, working on cars. But here's what we're gonna do now. At this point, I just want to tell you that story. Here's what we're gonna do is we're gonna explain to you what is going on with this beautiful 99 Z28 Camaro. So, really quick, easy job. What we're doing is we're putting long tube headers on this thing. Obviously, you can see the original exhaust is off. We still got to get the manifolds off, but here are the long tube headers. Here are the Texas Speed off-road X-pipe, only for racing purposes only. We've actually removed the EGR and the air pump setup for off-road racing only. And we still got to remove the spark plugs. We still got to remove the original manifolds, which are not going to take that long to do. The other thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing the Gentek Performance remote bleeder, which is the bleeder that goes in the slave cylinder for the transmission. But this one here is the one that you can do while the transmission is in the car, which is actually pretty cool. And then last but not least, we also have a Gentek master cylinder inside the car as well that we will be installing too. Are you excited? Now, all this stuff can be done with one person, but it's always nice to have Goofball here to help out when needed.
I love you.
I'm gonna kick your balls.
Why'd you just hide me in like that?
Yeah, you see that? You see what happened? You see what happened? All right, Zach, make it happen. Let's go.
First,
take it all off. Take everything. I want you to drop the engine out. What's that bolt?
I'm gonna put it in between the fuses.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Now we're...
All right, so this side spark plug wires are out. There's a little trick that I'm gonna show Zach about making it easier. Obviously, you guys that know F-bodies are like, holy hell, how do you get back there? A lot of guys do the back two plugs by underneath the car.
It's kind of like tucked in there, like the engine's like...
It is tucked in there, yeah. It's like half the engine's underneath the freaking, whatchamacallit.
Gosh, yeah.
So what I usually do is I take these coil packs out of my way, and it's only 10mm bolts, nothing crazy. And basically, once you get these coil packs out, yeah, it's 10mm, so you get 10mm.
On a socket?
On a socket, yes. Once you get them 10mm out of here, get this coil pack out of the way. It's pretty easy if you have skinny arms, which I don't. It's pretty easy to get down in there. And exactly, that's why you're doing it. If you guys are wondering what this is here, this is the cruise control module for 98 to 99 cars, and I think 2000 as well. It sits right there. The 0102s did not have that setup. They only had two wires or two lines, and that was it.
Wait.
Okay, you're taking out the wrong 10mm, by the way.
Am I?
Yeah, it's
Is it this one?
Yep, that one. And then there's going to be one underneath the cap right here.
That one.
See this one right here? Right there? That one.
Okay.
And then that one. Anything with a stud on it basically is going to be your 10mm, bud.
Am I going the right way?
No, probably not. You never go the right way. It's always righty, lefty, loosey, tighty for you.
I think I'm going the wrong way.
Of course you are. So we're going to go ahead and get these coil packs off.
Wait, which way is the right way? Is it like that?
Lefty, loosey, righty, tighty.
So
that's tightening it. You want to loosen it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So we're going to go ahead and get these coil packs off, and then we're going to use some long pliers to get these wires off of this side. And then at that point, we'll go ahead and finish removing this here, which is the air pump junk setup for the off-road racing that this car is only going to be doing. And we're going to get the spark plugs out, and then after the spark plugs are out on both sides, which is going to be interesting for Zach to do. Come on, Zach, use your muscles. Zach, you're going the wrong freaking way.
I know, you just told me that's the right way.
You're literally going the wrong way. You got to loosen up. You're tightening up, buddy.
You just told me that it's this way.
Go the other way. Now turn it. And then like that. Break it loose. Let's go. We also got to get the dipstick tube out as well. And always remember to disconnect the battery, guys. Never do a job like this without disconnecting the battery, because if the header ends up accidentally touching the starter, you're going to have an interesting time. So get to work, boy. All right, guys. So we got our coil packs off, as you can see. And then we have to get the oil dipstick tube out. So that's a 15, Zach. You need a 15. Can't put the spark plugs out yet. It's going to be easier to pull that dipstick out first and then pull the spark plugs out. Now, that back one back here, right about there, right there, is a real pain in the ass to get to. I actually have a very little ratchet that I did with a certain setup that I get back there with my hand. I can punch it loose and then get it out, which makes it easier. But as you can see, with the coil pack out of the way, it makes a big difference on getting to those spark plugs up from up top. Definitely not that big. Definitely not that big. Oh my Lord. All right, so we got the dipstick tube out. That's sitting right here. And we got Zach pulling out the 4 spark plugs on that side. How's that feel working on an F body there, Zach?
Wish it was a B series or a K series.
Really? There's actually a guy. There's a guy on YouTube currently. If I remember what his name is, I'll put a link, or I'll put a thing right here. He is actually putting I think a K20 in a Z28 right now, or an SS.
Why?
That's what he wants to do. That's what he's doing.
I mean, like, I understand K-swapping, like,
I think it's a cool idea. Like
K-swapping RSXs, but not these.
Yeah, he's doing a K-swap turbo in one of these things, man.
Well, obviously it would fit, but like...
If it fits, there's all kinds of different parts he's using. Like, it's pretty wheel.
Fits this way?
Is
he putting it straight?
It's rear-wheel drive. Yeah, no shit. The one thing you guys got to learn about F bodies, any F body, any F body, especially 98 to 02, is they definitely will draw blood every time.
That's because they hate us.
Because they hate us. And it's because of, you know, the engineers decide to put the engine half underneath the friggin' dash.
That's a cool design, guys. Look, you can see it says LS1 in the front now.
Okay, we're gonna just get back to work here, guys. Some really good news. There is a beautiful blue Cadillac in back here. Don't pay attention to that. But Zach actually took the manifolds out himself for this car. I did not even help him. There's one. Good for you, boy. And here comes the other one. He actually unbolted them by himself. No help. Right, guys? No help whatsoever. He did this on his own. Freaking amazing. Any day now, Linda.
This one's a little
Come on, video's getting long. Video's getting long.
This one's not as fun.
It's the angle of the dangle.
I'm trying the angle of the dangle.
You're not doing any angle of the dangle, because it's not out yet.
The dangle is not angled.
Unbelievable. Okay, wow, seriously?
Stuck.
Come on.
Hey!
Oh, look at that.
Never mind.
Oh, I lied.
Celebrated early.
Wow. All right, I'm gonna help him get this one out, because obviously he can't do it.
Whatsoever.
And then we're gonna be putting the long tubes in, which are sitting right there, guys.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
None at all?
I'm putting headers on an F-body.
Having a good time?
This is how this happens. This is how the professionals do it right here, guys.
Why's your hand so far back down there?
Because I'm tired.
Like,
and I'm fucking old.
Your hand's about halfway towards the dash.
I hate you.
You gonna turn his AC on from back there? Reset his odometer?
Shut up.
Yeah? Yeah.
This is tiring.
You done yet?
Oh my God, I just want to die.
But are you done yet?
I just want to die.
You look so helpless.
Uncomfortable?
Guys, there's nothing to stop me from taking his shoes right now.
You take my shoes. Get off here! Get away! Get off of me!
Guys, this is what I have to look with right here.
I'm straight gonna murder you.
Look at what's up with the leg cross here? Let me help you. Now swim, fishy, swim.
Get away! Oh my God. This is terrible.
You're having a good time.
I am too old for this.
Not a day over 17.
Oh my God. People were like, why are you doing it that way?
Well, guys, we're slightly up on the lift and he's a little bit too short to reach. What if I kick out your step stool?
I'll kill you. Stop! Okay, I gotta take a break.
Okay, good night.
All right, guys, so this header is in, as you guys can see, and we actually need to get the dipstick tube in there as well, which once we move this light out of the way, we can kind of show you. It basically goes down into the little hole down there and then gets bolted up to the block right there. As you can see, you have to take this out in order to get the header in. We're gonna go ahead and tighten that up. Well, Zach's gonna tighten it up.
I'm not tightening it up.
You're tightening it up. You're tightening it up. And then we're gonna put the spark plugs in this side. We're gonna put the coil pack in this side. The coil pack wires to spark plugs are gonna get done. Obviously this header is not in yet, and the reason for that is because we had to run this line here for the quick bleeder, which actually went in very, very interestingly easy for the TIC Performance setup, that you don't have to remove the transmission. It was a little finicky to get it in, but they supply a hose to help you get it in, and it actually does work. It's very simple. You have to use the line to tighten it up though against the slave cylinder. You can't tighten it up without that line, which is a weird way of doing it, but it works. It works very good. Well, we are doing a TIC master cylinder in this as well. That's why one of the reasons why Zach is here to help me. He's gonna hold that in place, or I'm gonna hold it in place while we put the bolts in after we get the old one out. Fun, isn't it? Isn't it great being a mechanic? Oh, I'm tired.
I feel like it's definitely more fun when you're working on your own vehicles and you're motivated to be doing something for your own vehicles.
No, because after working all day on other people's vehicles, you don't even want to work on your own damn shit. Comment below. Let me know what you think about that, guys.
That's exactly why I'm not going to do this for a living.
Good. I don't want him to be a mechanic for a living. Terrible idea.
I want to be just like you when I grow up.
Well, guys, in my editing process, I discovered that this video was just going to be way too damn long with all the work that we were doing to that Z28. So I figured, you know what? I was like, maybe I'll make it into a two-part series to where you see the first part and then you see the second part instead of having just one big, long freaking video. But there you go, guys. Pretty freaking awesome. Zach's doing extremely well working on the Z28, and I'm very, very proud and I'm very, very happy that he's doing such a great job on that car and learning something that's going to be definitely going to help him in the future as a trade and everything of that nature. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Instagram is Diablo Formula Racing, and deuces, guys. Actually, I need to go to the bathroom. That's what I need. Gotta use the head. Gotta use the head.